Good evening, everyone. Would you all please rise, remove your hats, and join me in my leading the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I want to open the Tuesday, October 7th, 2025 meeting of the Town Council. Actually, we're going to open two meetings at the same time. One will be the public hearing for the budget, and we'll close that after we talk about it for a brief period here, and then continue on with our regular meeting. So before we do roll call or any of that, I believe we're going to go ahead. Actually, we need to do roll call first, even that one. So do the first by roll call. Let the record show that Lane Phoenix, Keith Smith, and myself are all present. Officially open the public hearing for the 2026 budget. Like everyone understands, we did have a working session on this back in, special meeting was on September the 23rd, thanks to you. So I want to give the other council the opportunity, if they'd like to make any changes to this, feel free to chime in at any time here. This is a balanced budget. I would like to state that it is a comprehensive balanced budget. It is comprehensive in that it takes into effect the SB 1 or Senate Bill 1 that went into effect, or that passed and was signed into executive order on April the 15th. That will in fact begin July 1st of 2026. In that, we are losing quite a bit of money out of our lit tax and our public safety tax. I shouldn't use the word lose, it's being reappropriated. We have the option to apply for that in the county, and the county apply for it from the state level, and then should they choose, give it back to us. So we'll have to work on that in the upcoming years between city council and county council. So our total budget for 2026 is $1,376,316. You guys got to be further on that. Without anything further, we're going to close the meeting on the budget for 2026 and keep the regular stated meeting for Tuesday, October 7th open. Start by allowing you guys the opportunity to review the minutes from the preceding meetings of the 2nd and the 23rd of September. One being regular stated and the other one being a special meeting for the budget. I have a motion to accept both as read by Lane. I have a second by Keith. So all in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Once you guys have had the opportunity to review the claims and payroll, I will entertain a motion for that as well. I have a motion from Lane to accept the claims and payroll as read. I'll second. I have a second by Keith. All in favor? Aye. We'll move right into old business. We do updates on OMAIR or the Community Crossings Grant on Arch and Cheapside, I believe, right?
Right, they've completed the ADA curves. I think they still have to backfill. I think the rain the last 2 days has put them behind, but next week I believe they're milling and paving. So, you guys heard anything different, Terry? No, okay. FEMA, April flooding. I'm gonna let you do the nitty gritty on that. You've got the forms. So from the flood last April, I did get the project sent into FEMA, and we're at a total submitted to be reimbursed at $73,068.
And I believe that the confidence level of us getting that back is going quite well.
Right.
So hopefully we can recoup some of the money we put into that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything further on that?
No.
I'm just going to keep moving through this. 516 Ferry Street demolition bids. So this will be to accept a bid for immediate demolition of 516 Ferry Street, which was on our deemed
Do you have a tabulation sheet? I think it's one of yours.
It's in mine.
Here, use this one. Keith wants to write those down. I'll also write them on my side.
You tell me who it is, and I'll figure it out. Well, yeah. Yes, I see tape. What won't happen is, I'm not live. You just want us to read these things and put them down out loud? I don't know what it is. I don't know. Favorite, but. First thing we have is for Excavating Incorporated, $13,460. You read the next one out. I'll try to read the next one.
Fred McAllister, 8,725.
How much is that? I apologize. 8725.
25.
8725. This was for 8850 from TBG Earthworks and Maintenance LLC. And it's 8850. I guess at least give us you look at these. They're fine. So,
WG Construction LLC, $14,400.
Earth Shaping Incorporated is $12,000. Varg Construction, $9,250. I'm out of bids.
Should be 6.
I got it. Make a motion to accept Fred McAllister.
For, yeah, making sure he has all the
Cash.
insurance requirements.
One of them is cash.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, just make sure it's there.
And insurance.
8725.
8550 is your one bid.
No,
8725. Let's look at these. I thought I read one off, it was 8550. It was 8850. I'm sorry. Is that what you had? I'm sorry. All right, so we have, what was the number?
8725.
8725.
Fred McAllister.
All right, so I have a motion on the floor to accept Fred McAllister's bid to remove the property at 516 Ferry Street for the sum of $8725, with the exception of the insurance being turned into us, et cetera, in advance. I have a second by Keith. All in favor? Aye. Motion accepted. So I guess you're gonna hold it up tomorrow and tell me to get going on that. Okay. Holiday schedule. Is it in this for us to sign off on?
It is. It's just,
Trying to boil through this.
I'm just trying to get everything before the salary ordinance
We'll sign
comes out
this.
next month.
So, holiday schedule for 2026, which we always have to approve. And part of this has changed a little bit this year, so that all you guys out there know, if you looked at this, the employees, have the opportunity to look at this. Okay, it's changed a little bit, because I think we've picked up a day via, and lost a half a day via
The Swiss Wine Festival.
Swiss Wine Festival thing. Part of that's to merge with a gas company, that, I can read these if you want me to. It would be Thursday, January 1st for New Year's Day, Friday, April 3rd for Good Friday, Monday, May 25th for Memorial Day, Friday, June 19th for Juneteenth Day, Friday, July 3rd for Independence Day, Friday, August 28th is a half day for the Swiss Wine Festival, Monday, September 7th, Labor Day, Wednesday, November 11th, Veterans Day, Thursday, November 26th, Thanksgiving Day, Friday, November 27th, day after Thanksgiving, Thursday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, and Friday, December 25th, Christmas Day. I have a motion by Keith to approve. Second by Lane. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes.
How many holidays is that altogether?
11 and a half, 12 and a half.
So does that affect the police department at all with our 6 floating holidays that we did?
You'll still get your floating.
We're still gonna
Yeah,
float?
you'll still get floating. I know your holidays are different.
You just get them. Jennings Park sign is next on the new business.
I just had a request by the Ramsey family. I believe they have some history at Jennings Park. We're trying to figure that out. But she requested to see if we could have a sign put in there like we do at Berry Park and Oval Park. And we could probably put that in for next year's budget. We put some money in there.
What's the request again? I'm sorry.
Jennings Park on Market Street, the Ramsey family, there's some history there
Okay.
with that park, and she'd like to request a park sign that says Jennings Park down there. Mhm.
Okay.
There's no sign right now.
So technically, if we're gonna approve something like that, we need to approve that after January 1st.
We do have some community project money for this year, but I have to get quotes on the sign first. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention, if you guys would entertain that, I'll do some quotes. Okay.
I think it's a good idea to have a sign down there. There's never been one there that I know.
I was trying to think, yeah, that's why I asked. Right.
It's a sign.
Right.
Yeah, that one was put in like 3 years ago.
Okay, let me get some list of stuff.
Somebody got my agenda in the middle of it.
Okay, so before we go into the town reports, I want to do this publicly. So we currently have undergone a water rate study. In order to adopt the water rate study, we'll take 2 public meetings, and the third would be to adopt. This is not officially one of those meetings. However, the information that came from the water rate studies are first of all available here. I'd like to let everyone know that the next 3 meetings of this year will be on our agenda in hopes to pass this and adopt a new water rate for water and sewer prior to January 1 when it would go into place. It's kind of new to us. We've all just got it today ourselves and started reading over it. It's not honestly going to go up a lot. We have 3 options here, so just so everyone's aware that we will be looking at this and considering our options throughout the next 3 months. If anyone has any questions that's out there watching on Facebook or in the audience or whatnot, I'm not going to take any comment on it today, but I want to be upfront about what's happening here. So there will be some changes in the next year on that. What that will be determined, we'll look at the next 2 meetings and then hopefully adopt it on the 3rd. So next up, reports of town officials. Clerk, treasurer, do you have anything?
No.
Nothing further. Utility and street department, other than the paving projects, do you have any report?
We are gonna start leaf pickup. Do you think maybe?
Oh, that's right.
Like in a week or so?
That's fine.
Okay. So we'll put that out on Facebook.
Yeah, so publicly, we will, if you watch our Facebook page, we will announce the dates that will begin. I know it's a little later than it's normally been. There's not a lot of leaves falling, but all the equipment is up and going and they're ready to go on that, so we'll get on that when it becomes prevalent. I think Cody's got a couple things from the police department. If you want to come up, Cody? Cody, I believe, is gonna, the gist of what he's doing here is, he's wanting to upgrade the rifles that they have, and he's came up with what I could look at, thinks a pretty good deal as far as the trade-in on what they've got, so I'll turn it over to him on that.
So also, you guys have a list of what ARs we currently have, what we're looking at getting. There is gonna be a price difference that we got up front, but I was looking through our current budget, was asking if we can use a public relations fund to pay for the difference to get the new ARs.
It's a minuscule amount, I believe, Cody, it's 446. 446, could you just set that over that? Yes, so that's a sum of, for a total of $446 to get the new rifles,
Two brand new ones.
2 brand new ones, and they're trading in the old ones they have on that as well. You guys got any discussion about that, or you want to think about it? Or?
How much is in the PR fund?
Seven.
I think with our trade-ins, I think away pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable. I think Cody's going to do his due diligence on it. He's, approached me about it. Sorry, your Keith on mine. He had approached me about it a couple of weeks ago or something. And we looked at it on and off, back and forth. He's kind of kept me informed of it. I'm confident that he's done his due diligence on it, and that that's beyond an acceptable amount for what he's wanting to do. Sorry. So if that's up to you guys, what you want to do with it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Also, they have a motion to allow Cody to purchase, to trade in the existing rifles, and I believe one handgun, to get new or updated rifles for the department. And I have a second. I have a motion by Keith, or by Wayne, and a second by Keith. All in favor? Aye. That motion passes, so you can order those. You just got to give her on what she's doing. That's not our department. So that's that. Cody, I do want to get one thing here, schedules. So especially with what's going on with the new time clock that's in place, I want to get this, I want to get scheduled together, make sure you stay on top of the schedule number. So what's going on, if you would, please. You're doing great on the ordinances. I know you've done a few this week. We worked on a couple of them. I got 2 or 3 more, so we'll keep updating that. I get a lot of positive feedback out of it.
So we're actually going to the courts now with
Right.
the fees.
Right,
So,
right. We've set a precedence for that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Lexipool SOPs. I just got the rough draft today from Lexipool. I spent 50 minutes on the phone with them. It's going to be a month-long thing. My meeting with them next Monday again to go over it, but I would like to sit down with either the whole council or just one of you guys. And
No, we need to have an executive session on that.
Yeah, for that working session.
Or a special meeting, sorry, I'm sorry.
To go through all 172 SOPs compared to.
I'm gonna let you guys, you and John go through it first.
His
And
schedule is gonna have to change. He's gonna have to work some more day shifts so we can sit down together.
that's fine. I mean, whatever you guys need to do to adapt.
But I
it.
do wanna work on it with you guys as well, going through each and every single SOP.
Right, I mean, my hopes, in all fairness, I know it's an end goal, but with this SB1 and everything going in place, my hopes is still that, that $223,000 that is being shifted around and out of our possession, that we can work with the county to get that back going into 2027. I'm still driving to make that happen. It's just a matter of having to politically do it. I'm pretty sure they'll be willing to work with us all and stuff. So, at least we gotta have it as a place. It's important. So, whenever you guys want to set that up.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you get to the point where you want to.
But give these guys the opportunity, enough time to look through it themselves personally. You're gonna get red flag stuff, or we
We
might.
might skim through them today, and we went 65 pages in.
What about this? Doug, does he have a copy of these? I mean, I'd like for him.
I just got the
He just
draft
got it
today.
today, I don't have a copy.
Okay, I just want to, clearly, we need to send a copy of those over to him, to allow him to review those, and allow him to stay in on that meeting.
I figured the best thing would be for us to go through them first before we get Doug involved, get what we want.
Yeah.
Sit down with Doug
Okay.
and then say, this is what we want, and then either he says, take this out, or remove it, or add.
I think it's a good idea. But I do think we all need to be involved. So we
I would prefer you
Yeah,
guys all be
yeah, we're
involved.
trying. We've been pushing for 2.5 years now.
If not, it's one of you guys, so.
No, let's do it.
No,
Yeah.
right, first of all, we need to have a special meeting on it. I just.
I mean, last time, we had a lot of input back on, input on stuff, and, changed a few things. I think I changed one or two. Keith had a couple things as well done. I mean, this is something we've been all working on together. We need to take it across the finish line together.
What about the fee schedule? Did you read that sort of?
So I have not. Let's do that all in the same meeting.
I have generally typed one of those up generically. I was gonna bring in tonight, but, we've got a lot on the agenda. We've got 3 special meetings after the fact, so I opted not to do that tonight.
Can we do the same thing that we do the
Sure.
SOPs?
Yeah.
They know what I want.
Do you guys want to try that, like, November 4th? That gives them a couple weeks here to go over those.
John, you good with that November 4th? You think?
Because we can have a regular.
I'm asking him because you're standing up here, so I want to make sure you guys both have an equal amount of time to review those. And
Yeah, but I think it was done.
I guess, and we haven't got documents yet either ourselves, so I guess,
I just got them.
I understand. No. It's nothing about you, no.
I mean, I can email it to you, but like I said, they're 803 pages.
Right. She'll have a copy of those here, and we can stop and grab them if we want to.
So November 4th, we'll have a special meeting after our regular public meeting.
Meeting with the doctor.
Yeah, November 4th.
And then another thing I have to talk about is decommissioning one of the chargers.
Yeah, because we're in the process of ordering the new Explorer, right?
Well, after it gets approved, I believe.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have for the budget.
Right, I understand that.
But go ahead and start decommissioning it and getting the car ready to be bid out to sell. So. As long as you utilize the radio and the radar out of it and the radar heads. I'm going to get a new vehicle, but I'll go ahead and get that process started.
I'll make the motion to decommission charger.
You guys know which one you're going to do and all that stuff, so I'm going to leave. I'm not going to make it very specific. So I have a motion to begin decommissioning one of the current police chargers that we have in lieu of us ordering another one should the budget pass. A second by Keith, all in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Tear it apart.
Thanks, guys.
Don't tear it up too bad, don't lose money. Don't let John touch it. Oh. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Cody. Okay, I believe that's it. So, if anyone got any further, I'll be open to public comments.
I'm just gonna ask real quick, for consideration to increase clothing allowance to some extent before the next year. $300 gets me.
Clothing.
Yeah, clothing allowance.
Yeah.
If not, whatever it is, be worth it, I'll consider it. Like I've got a pair of boots and 2 pants and my clothing allowance is out.
Yeah, so that's kind of a non-issue. We just
I'll see
need
if I
to,
can work that in with like our salary ordinance and a couple other things here, because I know the handbook has to be changed too, to include it in there. But yeah, we can do it by the end of the year.
you good with that?
Whatever works for
We'll make it happen. All right, any more public announcement or public comment? No.
I just have something from last month's meeting.
Mhm.
On Tina Berkeley, I was 605 somewhere.
Okay,
I was in the hospital for 6 days and 6 nights. I don't really know much about what happened last month. And I have a thing here that says that you're going to charge me $1,000. I don't have $1,000 either. So what do I have to do?
refresh me on this, somebody.
It's for.
How long has it been going on? I'd say it's been going on for a while. It's one of our state houses that we've been dealing with.
We've had
I just need to
several.
come up to par with what property we're speaking of here.
605 East Seminary.
Is that across from you, Pete?
Oh, yes. There's been multiple, I understand, and sorry for your time in the hospital, but, we had multiple hearings on this. We've given you, how many?
I only missed one meeting.
Yeah, but you were fine. This wasn't your first offense. We give a 15-day notice, $200 fine, $400 fine, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not like we just jump from point A to point B. This has been ongoing, and also had a, meeting with an attorney and everything, an open public meeting. We decided to oppose that $1,000 fine. And in all fairness, again, not to be harsh about it, but we've allowed everyone the exact same opportunity. And we've adjusted and or dealt with those exactly the same on an even basis.
And I have a list of what it is that's problem because all of the first ones that came out, they got rid of everything. And then the second came out, and I'm like, they're still wanting something, so I need to know what it is that's bugging everybody.
We have a list of the stuff.
It's everything. It's.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's a blight citation, correct?
It's abandoned vehicles, it's, scrap
Sheet
metal.
built on the side of the house, there's,
It's,
they changed the fence from,
the fence.
you erected a fence out of sheet metal in the backyard.
You know, they got that all.
Well, that was the second one though, because we had initially told you that you needed to remove something that was back there, and then it got replaced with the metal fence. So, it's, the bottom line is you owe the $1,000 on it, and that's it, like, we can't, unless these guys want to do something different, I mean,
Doug's gonna send the information, I'll have him send a letter, we'll get a list of everything that needs to be removed and properly cleaned up to
Please.
you, and I'll certify that letter to you, okay?
I have one's a Marine, I guess, and he has that PTSD, whatever that thing is, and he's the one who keeps bringing this stuff in, and I'm like, you've got to stop.
you're the property owner though, correct?
Yes.
Well, then, if he's dumping stuff on, that's illegal for him to dump on your property, so if he's
Okay.
dumping on your property, then I would probably call the police department if he's doing so.
Okay, I can do that.
Is he living with you?
He got another place, but my daughter is his girlfriend.
Can I show you guys a photo from
Sure.
August 4th? So this is from August 4th. That was in the backup.
You have more of those, Mr. Moore.
There should be more in there.
I got you. Yes, that's what you familiar with it, like, yeah. And now I believe that it's
It's now.
it's now gone to the front and the west side of the house as well, because I drove past it, a while back.
I told him not to do that. Okay,
But it's not,
he's gonna have.
you are the property owner, therefore you are responsible.
Yeah, I will do that. That's it, okay.
We'll get a letter.
But we'll get a letter to you with a list of stuff also.
Thank you.
All right, any further? Wayne, you got something, I think you said.
Yeah. On our applications for the use of streets in town, I'd like to, text Randy, but I'd like to add that they're gonna have a recreational fire, but they need to present us with a plan to extinguish that fire and not utilize the 911 system, to extinguish their recreational fires. But, there was one that was, she was told she had a plan to extinguish her fire, everything for dinner, call 911, that fire up on the fuse. So,
Not a plan.
no. There needs to be a,
I guess it's a plan.
it's a plan, but it's, they can present that in writing to us and we approve it beforehand, it'd be greatly appreciated by everybody.
The one thing I did want to do is circle back and I know you went over like the water rate study.
Yep.
I just want to let everybody know that we don't like raising rates on anything, but the water rates contribute to the grants that we get. So if we don't stay up the pace with what we're charging for water, it notches out of the ability to get grants from the state. So it's, it sucks. We all live in town and we all pay for it. But in trade, we get grants that keeps our water going and keeps our sewer going. So, I just want people to understand that because I don't think
Right.
people always understand.
Right, and again, I'm gonna touch on that quite a bit, I think, at the next couple of meetings, and we'll allow you to do the same thing, obviously. The other thing is that, we're not operating, we're not making enough money right now to operate. Well, in theory, when you go add in where we have 60,000 this year, and pumps and so on, so, the bottom line is that we've got to get this up to where it's able to operate itself. It's a minimal
Increases
cost.
cost of materials, water testing, payroll.
Electric run
insurance,
pumps.
Property liability, the maintenance on everything, you have to raise your rates,
Yeah.
so you have to include that.
And they haven't been, the last rate study was 2018, is that right?
16.
16, sorry. Yes, we're 9 years into this.
It wasn't incorporated, correct?
phase two was not added, but then we added it when I caught it in 21, we added that phase two.
It's
back.
honestly, you know, looking at the different options here, it's gonna be a minimal cost, honestly.
It'll be less than $10.
Yeah, it'll be way less than $10, yeah, that's, on a minimum bill.
And make sure, if you have a chance, come out for Sleepy Hollow this weekend, the car show this weekend. Sounds like the weather's gonna be pretty good, so everybody come to town and enjoy.
One more thing, can you let whoever won the bid know to contact the town hall before they start, so we can be present, just in case, since with the house.
Yeah,
all on
good
the house.
idea. Okay. That is a good idea, so thank you.
Yes, let him contact us first.